Hey, welcome to episode 4 of The Vent, starring me, T. Today's episode, like many others, I'm just going to be venting out my emotions towards stuff, mainly life, because that's pretty much the main thing that you have to vent about. I mean, there's movies, TV shows, games, whatever that you can vent about, but I like to vent about life, and particularly mine. This is my life, but like I said in the first episode, pretty sure a lot of things pertain to many other people. So, without further ado, here's episode number 4. Okay. Anyway, what I would like to speak about today is pretty much life. Um, in which I already said a few seconds, minutes earlier, whatever. Basically, I was at work yesterday, like always, thinking deep, deep, deep thoughts about stuff, mainly life. And a thing that crossed my mind is why do we, as human beings, the top species on this damn planet, have everything in the world, but yet we have nothing? Like, for instance, there's the top dog in life, which is the people that pretty much own the country or the world. Some people say that's a myth, it's all lies, it's a conspiracy, like Illuminati, for instance, one which a lot of important people are part of that. I mean, just it's in your face about it. And I'm gonna bring up the old crappy thing. Look at the back of the dollar bill, you'll see all the stuff, proof, in fact. But yeah, our President Barack Obama. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in the I'm top dog of the world club or whatever they truly are called. I mean, high society, not high society, but whatever. Anyway, I forgot it because I forgot the name of it. But anyway, yeah, he's a part of it. Not because he's the president, he's the top dog in the world, but no, because he was handpicked by the elite, the higher up people to become the president years before he was the president. It's actually proven. Just look it up. I mean, if this video gets a lot of hits, hopefully, but I'm not doing, like I said in the first episode, I'm not doing this to become uh, rich off of YouTube or whatever. I'm just here so I can fit my emotions and see if there's other people similar to me, not probably not personality wise, but just have similar thoughts like me. I'm not trying to be like Hitler or anything, make a freaking uprising or whatever. Just stuff like that. Anyway, that's what I was saying. But yeah, like even the higher people would have the most terrible problems in the world. Um, like let's see. Pretty just you wouldn't see it in their personal lives like on TV whatever obviously because they keep it hidden, but they have terrible lives. Someone always has to answer to somebody, so the president has to answer to somebody. You're not gonna know that. Well, obviously you know that he has to answer to Congress pretty much, but more in particular, he has to answer to his bosses, which aren't Congress at all. It's people that we probably see on TV all the time, but we never take notice or crazy enough to probably see them in public, but we never notice them. They own the president's ass. They own pretty much all asses. But anyway, that's a sidetrack. I don't even know what I was going with that. That's a different video. Basically, the thing I wanted to say, which is actually kind of crazy compared to a lot of stuff, is basically my favorite show. One of my favorite shows of all time, two of my favorite shows of all time, which are Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, back, I'm gonna cut back to that quick thing about the president. On the show Yu Yu Hakusho, there was, if anybody's seen it, they know it's a great show. Or hit me up if you want to have a chat about that. I can go hours of talking about how great that show is and the flaws of the show. But anyway, for one, near the end of the series, we found out that the main character Yusuke Urameshi, he was half demon and half human or whatever. Oh, sorry. My computer blacked out, so hopefully I'll get that edited out. Anyway, we found that out. What we didn't find out was his ancestor, great grandfather, or whatever, was a true demon. He was actually one of the 4 or 5 demon kings, whatever. So yeah, this random street punk, was ancestor to a different dimension, but related to somebody who's a king, like rules shit. He rules shit in a different world, but he still rules shit. Just a random person. You never know who you're gonna meet, and they can be just powerful or weak or middle, whatever. Just yeah. I'm rambling now, which I try not to do in this show, but yeah, it's crazy. And just near the end of the series, or at the end of the series, he had just before he found out that he was a demon and a human, he had to go against this guy who pushed him to that limit. Since Shinobu Sensui, one of my favorite anime villains, one of my favorite villains of all time. Cool as hell. He whooped his ass so bad, he literally killed him and caused him to die for, I guess, a few hours, whatever. Which he had to come back to life which Yusuke had to come back to life as a half demon, half human, just to kill a dude. Like, dude, you gotta be a badass to beat the shit out of somebody, and they have to come back better than ever. Like, TV trope. Anyway, but yeah, that entire time, the only reason why he's my favorite character, favorite villain, because technically I'd say he's not even a villain. His whole thing was he used to be a spirit detective, like you say, Urameshi. Everyone who's watching this knows that, and he just went rogue because he went on this case to find this tape called Chapter Black, which again, this is where the president thing comes full circle. This Chapter Black is basically this tape which shows all the evil that humans do. Now side note, we see all these shows and all these movies and crap saying that demons are evil, ghosts and spirits are evil, whatever. But do we actually even realize how evil we are? I'm pretty sure a lot of people out there know how evil and dangerous humans are, but all we mainly do in Hollywood or whatever, we just show how evil other creatures are, such as zombies. I'm gonna see that new movie, Warm Bodies. It looks like a pretty interesting original film. I gotta look it up to see if it's a remake, but it looks pretty original. Like the thought is original. To my standards, it's probably a remake or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's a remake. I'm positive it's a remake, but I gotta look it up. Anyway, that zombies, werewolves, like any monster, any non-human thing, which this is a trope in movies, we can just kill them, and it's not, no one's gonna cry over it unless that person turns a hero, and then we barely cry about it. But if it was a freaking human, even if it was a random human that we didn't know, we're still gonna cry about it, we're still gonna scream about the person dying. Understandable. It's our own creatures or whatever. We're the same species, whatever. So of course we're gonna feel their pain somewhat. But basically, let me go back to where I was at. Chapter Black. Basically, it was a videotape on the show. Because they showed some of it, but they didn't really show into it. How humans mistreat demons and monsters, whatever. Pretty much the way that we treated humans, and we still do treat humans, but like they enslaved them, they beat them, they hung them, they mutilated them, etc. Now, killing them, mutilating them, that's all right and dandy, because they, on the show and in other films and stuff, they come to our world trying to kill us and do the same thing. But these were innocent monsters. Now, we as humans do the same thing. We torture innocent people half the time. I'm not going to say all the time, I'm going to say most of the time. Half the time. And then somehow we justify it, and we can say, oh, it was sort of better good or whatever. Oh, ha ha ha. No, stop. That's bullcrap. And then mainly on this show, Yu Yu Hakusho, except Black Saga, I like to call him, I'm pretty sure it's the same name. He seen it and if he flipped out. He was working for the man. He was working for in the anime all intents and purposes God. He was working for that dude. He was working for him, King Yama, who said, yeah, you gotta be a spirit detective, save us from evil and danger or whatever, because these monsters and demons are killing everybody in your world and ours. We gotta save them from it. But what he didn't know was that Shadow Black said, once he's changed that, it changed his entire perspective. Now, before when I was younger, I didn't really. I was like, oh yeah, humans are. I'm like every other naive human, or a lot of naive humans that think that we're the best species. We know it's best. Any bad thing that happens is for the good, as long as the top dog, rich people, or not even just rich people, but as the top dog. And I'll even go on racial. I'm even going racial with this. As long as Caucasians or whatever, whoever is the top of the food chain wins. That's who we care about. And I will say this. Sorry, white people, or not even white people, but sorry, rich people. It's not even freaking about race anymore, because there's poor races of any kind, and there's rich races of every kind. It's about the top dog. You could define it any kind of way you want. I don't care. The top dog. If the top dog wins, it somehow makes everything better. That's what we've been programmed to think. If the top dog wins, everything's all good and dandy. Cool. No, it's not. When I watched that series on Yu Yu Hakusho, and even Yu-Gi-Oh, the Silver Kakuo Saga, Awakening the Dragons, they also prove we are terrible people. I'm not gonna say that everybody in the world is terrible. I personally don't like mankind. I'm a human being. I don't like my own species. I don't. It actually affected. It started when I watched those animes, and I started thinking, yeah, that is pretty effed up. Slavery, Holocaust, slavery, war, raping, etc. Whatever. I mean, you see some of that in Animal King. You don't see enslavement though. You see raping, obviously, but because they don't have any like moral code. They don't have any morals. First of all, that's the first thing. They don't have any morals, so they don't need to abide by anything. They don't need to second guess or do anything. If they see a freaking lion sees a sexy lioness, and she doesn't like him, and he's currently king of the jungle, he can rape the fuck out of her. Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna bat an eye unless somehow he pulls an atomic weapon on his back and shit. Then that's when we have something to say. But other than that, no. But as human beings, we have that in our system, in our head. We have morals. We don't use them half the time, but we have morals, and that's where the difference. That's where the difference is. Demons apparently somehow they don't have morals, I guess, because they're so-called evil spirits, either because they're evil zombies, because they're mindless, whatever. So yeah, give me your thoughts about this. This is gonna be a part 2 of this because I kind of running short on time because gotta get to work. So peace.